welcome to my channel. And I mean it, I really mean it. I hope you're doing well in this season of unknown, our new normal. And if you're a mom like me, you're probably spending a lot of time in the kitchen and juggling schooling, online schooling, or distance schooling, whatever you call it, juggling that with having to do breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, and everything in between can be a challenge. It can be overwhelming. And so one of the ways that I have kept sane, that has kept me sane, is meal planning for the whole month. And I just want to share that with you. I prepared this back in April, um, but it's still relevant because it's something I use over and over and over. And I'll show you and talk more about it as we go on. But yeah, I hope this helps you out. So I would usually just make some time to make a rough draft of all the things I want to be in my menu for that month. I take inspiration from everywhere. I think about the things my kids usually like, the things that we love. I make sure it's on there. I draw inspiration from friends and family, the internet, and I just put it in a rough draft. The table form. You don't have to do this, but I do because it just helps my brain with processing all of it. And you would notice it's April. Like I said, I recorded this part, the prepping last month, but you could change it. And I reused it, so I'm reusing it right now in May, and I would use it again in June. I divided in sections, and I'm going to focus on the ones in purple, which is dinner. Um, I've divided them in sections. So what you will see is Mondays is fish dinners, and then Tuesdays I have pasta, and then Wednesdays I call Wednesdays Wanderlost Wednesdays. So basically this changes every month. I just choose a country and we do dinners. It's so this April was Mexico, and we're doing it in May as well. May we're doing Mexico as well because of Cinco de Mayo. But yeah, I divided into themes. So probably in June we would do England or China. I don't know. We'll choose something, and the dinner would be based on that country. And then Thursdays is usually a salad dinner, and then Fridays I try to clean out the fridge so we eat leftovers, or if I don't have enough leftovers, we'll do pizza. And then Saturdays is when I cook my African food, because purely because it takes more time. So I'll cook that on Saturdays, we'll eat it Saturdays and Sundays. And I also use Saturdays, since I'm going to be in the kitchen for such a long time, I use it to prep for the whole week. So that's what I'm going to show you in this video, how I just prep based on what I'm cooking for that week. I prep the food to make life easy, so I end up spending only 5 or 10 minutes in the kitchen. So yeah, so this is the complete list. It's a combination. I don't just base the menu on African food, but I mix. I go everywhere because I want to introduce my family to different variety of food. So it's varied, but do what works for your family. Do what your family likes and make sense. You know, this is just purely to guide and show you what I do. You will notice that I have not included any items for lunch, because typically what I will do for lunch is just use whatever from dinner. Say on a night that we did quesadilla, the next day for lunch, I'll just do a cheese quesadilla. It's quick, it's easy. Or if I have leftover chicken breast, I'll just put some fries in the oven. Whatever makes life easy and quick is what we'll have for lunch. I think for lunch I'd probably do a separate video for that. So for the purposes of this video, I will just focus on breakfast and dinner to keep things simple. I will include a copy of this down below so you can follow along. I am showing how I prepared for the week of the 5th to the 11th, and it was all done on the Saturday prior. Only breakfast items that I needed to prepare ahead was my bacon and my sausages. For dinner, I have had to prepare my tilapia fillet pockets. So I've seasoned these fillet, and I've put them in foil pockets with vegetables inside, and they will be eaten with couscous. I don't need to prepare the couscous ahead. It takes about 5 minutes. So on the day that we eat it, all I have to do is put my fish pockets in the oven and whip up my couscous in 5 minutes, um, and dinner's ready. Another food item that I need to prepare ahead is my chicken. That should go with my vermicelli. So I go ahead and I put those in the oven, is seasoned and cooked in the oven. I usually should prepare this in a charcoal grill, but ain't nobody got time for that. So my chicken is already seasoned, onions is sliced and ready to go. And so my chicken can be kept in my fridge, same as my onion. My onions, actually, I freeze it. And so on the day of, I just put this together in either my Instapot or on the stove real quick. Vermicelli also is a quick steam. So pretty much it's a total, I would say, no more than 30 minutes in the kitchen on the night off that we eat it. So yeah. Next up in my preparation is my steak. I have two dishes that I will use steak for. So I would use it for my balsamic steak salad, and also it's the same steak when cooked that I will use for my Mexican rice bowl. So I go ahead and I fully cook these, and again I keep it in my freezer, and on the day it's just a matter of whipping it out. Actually, the ones from even my rice bowl, Mexican rice bowl, I cut up the meat ahead of time. That's all the cooking I had to do to prepare for that week, but I also had to prepare my fruits and my veggies that went together with the meal. So I had my lettuce, my fruits, berries for my smoothie, and also some melons for breakfast that went with the breakfast meals. So I have these in the Fresh Works containers. I'll include the link for these bowls. They're awesome bowls, and they keep my fruit and vegetables very fresh for a couple of days. So there you have it. That's what it is. It's pretty simple, and it saves me a ton of headache. Like I said previously, you can reuse this month after month. So this one that I created for spring, I've used it in April, May, June, and I'll probably use it until June, and then just tweak it a little bit, make it more summery for my family. But it's so helpful for me. It saves me time. It saves me money at the grocery, and it just helps me be organized, if you know what I mean. So tweak it, amend it, however you like. I have added down below the link to just hoping it inspires you. I'm sure the food you cook in your family might be different from what I cook, but hopefully just an inspiration, and as a guide you can come up with your own. So I've included the link down below for you to download. And until next time, I'll see you. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and share with any other mom that you think this would be helpful for. Thank you so much, and see you soon.